Welcome to the livest show on the internet. Yeah. We got a wild and crazy show for you tonight. Yes, we do. We gonna jump right into it.
Boosie, why you always in gay people business?
Look.
Why you always in gay people business?
Can I answer?
Yes.
I don't really be in gay people business. I just speak on what I don't agree with. You know, I don't wake up thinking about gay people. I mean, I just might say something every once in a while that I don't like. And as a voice, I have that right. I have that right for me. I have that right for the sons that I'm raising up to be men. I have that right. If I don't like somebody doing something that a woman does, that is a woman trait, I'm gonna have something to say about it, and you might as well get used to it. What is a woman trait? Your hair, your nails, your toes. That is a woman trait that's been a trait since the 70s, 60s, 80s, 90s. What we looked at women as, she got some beautiful nails. So when me, as a person, listen to these people talking about slanging iron and shit, but you won't paint your nails and do all this other shit, you're double dipping. That is a woman trait. A woman already got to battle up against all these other girls on Instagram. You got to battle against all these other people. Why you got to battle against a man? And why the women ain't saying nothing about it? The women, I got a voice. I'm saying, I know I look like I'm in everybody business. But if you say something about it, you're going to look the same way. But it's no woman. It's no woman out there with a voice saying something about a man coming in bed with nails like her. Because if it's cool, it's cool. If it's cool, you gotta let it be cool. If you ain't gonna say that. If it's cool, it's cool. Because you know why? If it's cool, then when your son asks to paint his nails, mama gotta go paint his nails. So we gonna ask him, is it cool with all the parents out there when your child accused? Because all his favorite people who he look up to, all of them got it. So next he coming to mama. Mama, can I get my nails done? What you gonna say, Caresha?
What I'm gonna say is, I have said some ignorant shit before in the past, and I feel like you have to accept people for who they are. And I think that you're raised that it's wrong. But life is
Yes,
life.
I am.
Life
I'm
is
a
life.
Southern Baptist. I
Everybody
would
is
say that.
different in life.
I'm a Southern Baptist, I would say.
At the end of the day, that's my mom.
Your dad was a pastor. You grew up in the
No,
church?
my grandfather was a pastor.
You grew up in the church?
I grew up in the church. I'm born in the crack area. You had to go to church, or you would be on crack. You had to go to church. Ladies and not everybody went to church. You right. I'm a Southern Baptist. I feel a certain way about a lot. I was raised a certain way.
Yeah, so I think that's like, you know, we was in church, you know. But I think that when you grow, when you get older, you wiser, you know, everybody is different in life. Nobody's the same. You gotta love people for who they are.
I do. I mean, I love people. I have gay people in my family. I just don't condone the issue. It's not coming. I'm raising a generation.
So when your daughter came out and told you she was gay,
It was nothing. I mean, she still can't bring her situation to our house. My daughter is grown.
well, why? She's wrong.
Because I don't want it to contaminate her others. It's a generation we raised. I don't want her to get to contaminated to her other 6, 7 sisters who look up to her. I want them to bring me grandchildren the right way.
Yeah, Boosie crazy.
If I want grandchildren the right way, that's what I'm gonna stand on. You know, if I don't want my other little girl to look at that and say, what's that, daddy?
Contaminated.
To somebody she looks up to, it's not gonna come around. My grandfather didn't let it. My daddy didn't let it. And I didn't let it. I just hope the one under me, when they take this throne, they don't let it. Because that's not what our family believe in. Like you say, we Southern Baptists. You know, I love me and my daughter relationship like this. But when she understands everything, she know daddy don't go, she know. But that's what she chooses to do. But she know we don't go for that. I'm like Whitney Houston, mama. Yeah, she gonna stay over there.
Boosie,
You big dummy.
you gotta be, and I said that to say this. You don't know how to keep your mouth closed, nigga. Yeah, here you go again. They set you up for the okie doke, Boosie. I hate to say it because right when Caresha asked you, why don't you stay out of gay people business? You should have said, I stay out of all people business. Yeah, and moved on. See, you gotta learn how to kill a conversation before it started. But guess what you wanted to do, Boosie? You wanted to indulge in a conversation because you want to get your point across. You steady want to go after a group of people that you consider that you don't have nothing to do with, but at the end of the day, you got so much conversation for. For those that don't know, when Caresha asked him about that, he was referring to NBA YoungBoy when he said the people want to paint his nails and act like he's slinging iron, shooting, and being gangster and all that. At the end of the day, he said he was double dipping. He was talking about NBA YoungBoy. Now, when he indulged in that conversation, it opened up a door to talk about his daughter. You see what I'm saying? And right when it got to talking about his daughter, when the conversation led to that, Boosie should have pulled away from it. He should have backed up away from it and said, you know what, that's my daughter. I love her. I'm the parent, and I just don't want to talk about that right now. And everything would have been cool. But once again, Boosie can't keep his mouth shut. And he always put his foot in his mouth. And this is why he's in the situation that he's in. This is why his career can't blossom. This is why what he says affects people that's close to him and everything else. People don't want to do business with Boosie because of his mouth doesn't have a filter. He doesn't know when not to say something about something. He always wants to be in the midst of some type of controversy. Now, a lot of people are saying Boosie shouldn't have said what he said about his daughter contaminating the rest of the siblings and all that. I can agree on both sides. At the end of the day, we are all obligated to have our opinions. But one thing's for sure, Ivy is the child and Boosie is the parent. At the end of the day, Boosie always gonna remain a parent. So this is how parents feel. Who's to say what's right and wrong? He claims that he didn't raise her like that. So he's not gonna tolerate it. He claims that he wasn't brought up that way, so he's not gonna tolerate it. You see what I'm saying? Like I say, in this society, things are a lot different this day and age, and there's a lot of people, when it comes to their morals, they stand on it, and and a lot of times people modify it because they don't want to lose connection with their children. And Boosie, as a man, is showing tough love right now. He's showing tough love. He definitely loves his daughter, but at the end of the day, he doesn't respect how she's living, the type of lifestyle she's living. He also mentioned that he want to have grandchildren the right way. For those that don't understand, he would prefer that his daughter get with a man and they have a child that way. He don't want to get the child no other type of way other than that, the traditional way. And once again, we all have our opinions about what is right and what is wrong. By the end of the day, this is these people's lives and they got to deal with it. They definitely got to deal with it. We all got to find a method to our madness. And like I say, Boosie, you can keep a stronger relationship with your children if you keep your children out of certain conversations. Now, Caresha is considered a sex worker. And for you to get up there and want to talk about your child, to a sex worker, that's just crazy to me. She's a city girl. She doesn't represent in nothing. She doesn't represent a top-notch mother or nothing like that. She represent being single, dealing with all type of other men, and getting to the bag. She consider herself a bad bitch. So for you to sit up there and indulge in a conversation with her, she's not gonna agree with what you saying. Her best friend is Saucy Santana. What that tells you? She's totally against what you saying. And the crowd that's listening to you, Boosie, is totally against what you saying. Once again, your personal beliefs, you gotta know how to keep that to yourself. That's personal. You are a public figure, Boosie, and you depend on your fans. You got to depend on your fans because these the people that's gonna tune in to whatever you got going on. These the people that gonna download your music. These the people that's gonna go to your show and everything else. So when you said that Ivy's lifestyle will contaminate the other children, it's a lot of people didn't like what you said. You should have chose a different phrase on how to say that. You should have been like, I don't want her to influence them the wrong way at an early age or something like that. You see what I'm saying? You just went straight off the handle talking about contamination and everything like that. And like I say, Boosie, you're going to receive a lot of backlash from the words that you chose to use. Let me know what y'all think in these comments. Like I say, once you're a parent, you got to be that for the rest of your life. You see what I'm saying? So a parent always going to be a parent. Did Boosie go too far in this situation? Leave your thoughts in the comments. With that being said, if you smell some stink, that's me, Urban Gossip TV, because we the shit.